Okay.
The instructions for number, well, we're not really sure. It says name each midpoint and the segment it bisects. Okay. So we did this before. This letter right here is the midpoint. The midpoint means it's right in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
So the way we write this, which is really important, we say R is the midpoint,
Okay.
but it's a compound sentence, and it bisects. Okay, and this is where we got to be very careful here.
Yeah.
It bisects the two outside letters here, PQ, but this is a line segment. Remember how we talked about the difference between a line and a line segment? So it just has the bar above it. So this is what you've got to write down to answer this, and you'll get some more practice because the next ones you'll have more of an input on. But this is what you got to write down for the midpoint and the segment, line segment that it bisects.
Okay. So I have to, so let me just, so I have to write that down.
Yes.
And it bisects PQ.
Line segment PQ. Yes. You have to, I like to say the complete two words, line and segment. You could just say segment, but this symbol means that as well.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we're going to do the third. We're going to do the third one next. Okay, so here's the third one. Now there's a few things here that are not stated, but you're supposed to assume that this length here, D to C, is the same as A to D. You're supposed to assume that.
Okay.
Okay, so you're actually just looking at this part right here. You can ignore everything else. So what letter is the midpoint this time?
D.
Yeah, so it's kind of a fill in the blank. Blank is the midpoint.
Okay.
And it bisects, and then you have to fill in the blank again. So you've got that point D. D is the midpoint, and it bisects. What is the segment? What are the endpoints of the segment, Sourish?
Endpoints of the segment.
Yes.
C and A.
C and A. So it could be CA or it could be AC.
Okay. Okay, got it down.
Okay, so now the next one. There's actually two questions or two answers here. So here's the next one, that middle one. Let me actually grab a copy of this.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so if you're seeing my screen, there's really two problems here. There's one where we just focus on this part right here, W, X, Y, and we forget about that one. And then there's another problem here where we focus on X, Y, Z and forget about that one there in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at the one on the left. For the one on the left, what is the midpoint?
What is the midpoint? Well,
Yes.
it's gonna be Y and
Nope, nope. Y is not in the middle. There's three letters
X.
here. X is in the middle. So X is the midpoint of what? What are the two outside letters?
Right, is the midpoint of Y and W.
Yeah, so YW. Now there's a small preference. The preference is to write the letters in alphabetical order. So most instructors would prefer W to Y. So alphabetical order, meaning earlier letters come first.
Okay. All right, got it down.
Okay, now on this other one here, on the one on the right, what is the middle letter?
Y.
Okay, so Y is the midpoint of,
Okay.
and what goes there? What is it the midpoint of? What is it the middle of?
Of X and Z. Okay,
All right. Let me know when you get all that down and then we'll
I
move
got
on.
all that down.
Great. All right, can you go ahead and read this one for us?
Draw two segments that have the same midpoint. Mark your drawings to show congruent segments.
Okay,
Okay.
so any idea how to start this?
You need to draw yourself you need to draw yourself a line, the line segment.
Okay, so here
Mhm.
is actually, I do it like this. So here is a line segment. Okay, and I'll call that A and B. Where is the midpoint?
At the middle.
Right there. There's the midpoint.
Mhm.
Now we have to draw another segment that has the same midpoint.
Okay. Okay.
Anything come to mind?
Um, oh wait, I got it. I got it. Is it oh, what about array?
Nope. It's just another segment. So for example, like this.
Okay, that right there. Okay, yeah. Let's put that.
Hang on just a second, Sourish.
What are you doing?
Okay, Sourish. So does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Now what's interesting is a circle. The circle has a center. And if we draw a diameter through that center, both of these are congruent. Do you see that? And if we draw another diameter, those are also congruent. It's kind of the same problem because you can actually draw anything here and you can see I'm making a pizza.
That's like the pizza slice that's like a 8-piece slice.
Yes, 8 slices of pizza. I'm hungry.
Okay.
All right,
Anyways, now
let's look at number 3.
your talking is getting lagging.
Let me check here, see if there's anything.
Matthew?
Yeah, everything seems to be okay on my side here. I just checked, ran a test. If you need to, please feel free to, disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, I think this looks. I think the lagging is better. It's not even here.
Okay.
Think.
All right. So draw and
I'm
mark
very
a
sorry
figure.
about that. I'm sorry.
No, no problem. It's not a problem. Let me know if there's ever any issues. Draw and mark
Okay.
a figure in which M is the midpoint of ST. So it's actually kind of the same thing that we just did. Here's S, and then here's T, and then there's M. M is right in the middle.
Okay. Okay. Let me just write that down. I'm just gonna write that down.
Okay.
Okay, got it down.
All right. So the next thing here, it says SP is equal to PT. And we don't really know what to do with that at the moment, but we are told that T is the midpoint. T right here is the midpoint of PQ. So let's do this. Let's put a P up here. Let's put a Q down here. Okay. Because then T is definitely the midpoint of PQ.
Okay. So wait, I thought M was a midpoint, so I think we have to
Well,
do it in a different way.
it can be, there can be more than one midpoint. T is the midpoint of PQ.
Okay, so for the second line, T is the midpoint.
Yeah. Do you agree that T is right in the middle between P and Q?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, got it down.
Okay. Now the next thing says that SP is equal to PT. So here's PT, and then here would be SP.
Okay.
You see that? And
Yeah.
then, but they're not the same length now. PT is like really short.
Do I have to draw that line?
No, we're just looking at it together. Do you see how this is kind of short and the green, the red one is,
Yeah, that is the shape of the triangle.
I know, but we're trying to match up the colors. Are they the same? No, like you have to, SP is really long and PT is really short.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And this is really the challenge of this class here
Yeah,
is being,
is this like algebra?
no, this is like geometry. So the
Yeah.
challenge with this class is like, well, what do you, because until someone tells you, you just have no idea. So let's do this. And there's actually a lot of solutions to this. I'm actually just going to redraw it. Some of it will be the same. So here is your S. There's your
Mhm.
T. Okay. But this time we're going to put P up here.
Okay.
And we're going to put Q down here. So is T the midpoint between P and Q?
Of P and Q, yes.
It sure is. And then is SP equal to PT?
Yes.
Yes. So this works. And there's a few different ways to get this, but this is one option. So this is definitely what you'd want to get down for your answer there for number 2 or 3, I guess.
Okay, got it down.
All right. So you ready to move on to the next one?
Hmm.
All right. Sounds good. So the next question 4 here, let me snip it into our workspace.
Okay.
All right, sorry. So we're going to draw a plane containing four coplanar. That means they're all on the same plane, coplanar.
Okay.
There's a bad joke there. Next time you get on an airplane, you can tell everyone you're coplanar. So there's 4 points. Okay, so here's how you draw a plane in three-dimensional space. You basically draw a pushed over rectangle. Did your instructor talk about that?
Um, for that, I think so. Maybe yes.
Okay,
So that is like a
so
plane. Is
that's your
yeah,
plane.
yeah. I think we know that. Yes, we did that.
Okay, and so now on your plane, we need to draw a line. So we have a collinear line, collinear. Collinear means on the same line.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I'm going to draw a line, not a line segment, a line. And we've got to label the points A, B, and D. There's your 3 collinear points. Okay, now since those 3 points are collinear, we've got one more point. We still haven't put C on there, but C cannot be on the line. So you can put C anywhere you want. You could put C up here at the top, down below, wherever you want. I'll just put C right there, but it is definitely, clearly, 100% sure not on the line.
So coplanar,
Coplanar,
coplanar. Coplanar means same plane, right?
same plane, yes.
Mm.
Collinear means the same line.
Okay. Okay. So I wrote that down. I wrote those down.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at question 5. Question 5. Okay. It says, given 2 points, A and B, okay, there is only one segment you can name, A, B. So it's saying if you have 2 points, okay, you can just go A and B. With 3 points, though, you can go AB, AC, and BC. So here, let me give you a picture. So it's like this. Here's A, here's B. And the third one, here's A, here's B, and here's C. And they're saying you can go AB, AC, the whole distance, or BC. Okay, so we might as well do this for 4 points. See if we can get to detect the pattern here.
And so
A,
I have to write those down.
nope.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to write this down for 4 points. Okay, you can go
So I can
AB.
write all these down
Sure. Why don't you get caught up and then we'll talk.
because that is important to write, right?
Yes. Why don't you get all this down? I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Hey, Sourish, did you get all this down?
Yeah, I'm getting those down. I'm just trying.
All right. Sounds good. Let me know when you're all caught up.
Okay. Okay, got it down.
Excellent. Okay, so with 4 points, A, B, C, and D, do you agree that's 4 points, A, B, C, D?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it could be A to B. That's why I wrote that down. It could be B to C. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
could
Okay.
be C to D. Okay, but now we can go a little bit bigger. We can go A to C and then B to D. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but then we can also go A all the way to D.
Okay.
And then we'll have to do the same thing now for 5 points.
Okay.
So let me know when you're all caught up to that point.
Okay, got it down.
Okay, now for 5 points, A to B to C to D to E. So now we're going to do this in order again. We're going to do A to B. Okay. B to C,
Okay.
C to D, and D to E. So notice, like if we assume these are all the same length, we did all the ones of length 1.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to do all the ones of length 2. So like A to C, do you see how A to C is length 2?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
like B to D is length 2. And then C to E is length 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So then next we're going to do the ones of length 3. So length 3 would be like A all the way to D. And B all the way to E. Okay, and then the last one of length 1 is A to E.
Okay.
And then we just simply count. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4.
Okay. Let me just write these down.
Sounds good.
Okay, got it down.
All right. So the answer is how many of these there are. So there is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 possibilities. So this adds up to 10. And that's your answer, but you need to show all this work to get there.
Okay, I'm showing these work. Okay, got it down.
All right, so we're up to the last question on this one. It says, if the signs of the coordinates of collinear points -6, -2, -5, -6, comma, -2, -5, comma, 2, and -4, comma, 6 are reversed, are the 3 new points still collinear? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to new share. I'm going to share my Desmos, and I'm going to label these 3 points.
Okay.
-6, comma, -2. We've used Desmos before. I would definitely recommend using it this school year. -5, comma 2. And I like to label it and then obviously label it the same way that they do in the
So I have to
text.
write that down?
You're gonna have to graph this. You're gonna want to grab graph paper if you don't have it already. Do you have graph paper, Sourish?
No. Can I do it on my paper?
You've got to get graph paper.
Well, this is bigger enough for me to do. It's a big paper. This is a big paper, and it's so good for me.
You really should get some graph paper, Sourish. It's the right way to do it.
Okay.
Let me know when you get those points plotted.
Yeah. Okay. And now y minus t equals 4 x plus 5. I have to write that?
Nope, I just want you to see that they're all on the same line. Do you see that they all fall on the same line?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you got the piece of paper in front of you, it says that the points are now reversed. Okay, so what does that mean? It means this point, this first point here, and I'm just gonna use A for this one, but we're gonna reverse it. So it's -2, comma, -6. Okay.
Okay.
-2, -6. I actually can't see that. It's gonna just scroll out here. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the next one here. This -5, comma 2. We're gonna reverse that 2, comma, -5. Okay. And I'm gonna call that B. You can call that. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the last one there. 6, comma, -4. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. 6, comma, -4. And we'll call that C. And my question to you, just visually, just looking, do these all fall on the same line?
Do they all fall on the same line? I'll write that down.
Sarah, are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay. Are they on the same line?
Yeah.
How do you know? Let's say you had
Okay.
to go up. Let's say you had to go up, and I'm not asking you to do this because this would be terrifying. But let's just say you had to go up in front of your class. And you had to explain why they're on the same line. What would you tell them?
They are on the. They are. You know what? No, they are not on the same line because they are because it
Well, they
did
sure look like it. I mean, A and B and C, they all look like they're on the same line to me. Doesn't it look like they're on the same line?
You know what? Maybe they're in the same line.
It sure looks like they're on the same line.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to, there's no trick. This is no trick. I mean, I mean, we can zoom in. They're on the same line though, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe they're in the same line and they create like a big X right there.
Well, don't worry about this other one. The question is if they're reversed, are they on the same line? And the answer is yes.
Okay.
Now, a more interesting question is that always true? Or did it just work out in this, in this particular example? And so we don't have to answer that now, but what your instructor is looking for is a graph of this. They want to know that you know how to graph these points. So did you get a graph down?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you draw a line through all 3 points?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that does that
Oh,
that
wait.
does
What about, are there any new points? Are the 3 new points still calling there? Do I have to explain that?
you have to draw the new points.
So maybe I'll write yes.
Yes, they are all on the same line.
Because what?
Because they're on the same line. I mean, if you draw a picture with them on the same line, that you don't have to give an explanation. You just say yes.
Okay. There we go. I finished my work.
You sure did. So we have a dilemma here. Do you want us to continue working, or do you feel like you're done for the night?
I'm done for the night.
All right. Well, we've
Well,
got a
thank you,
lesson
Matthew, for
scheduled
my
for
homework.
Thursday. You're welcome. I know we've got a lesson scheduled for Thursday, so I will see you then.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for